2025, there's going to be another recession. And if it's not this year, it's going to be later down this decade. I know lately I've been making government videos and type political videos, whatever you want to call it, but it's just been stuff on my mind, and there was some stuff on my mind earlier, so I was like, I gotta make this real quick. I also want to make it while it's still sunny. It's very windy outside too out here in Connecticut, so y'all probably gonna hear the wind in the background. I don't really know. It's been windy like all day. It's been windy all day earlier today, and then yesterday. Like, it was bad last night, but that's all besides the point. I feel like 2025 there's gonna be another recession, another Great Depression. It happened 100 years ago, and history tends to repeat itself. History tends to repeat itself for the worst. You know, history never repeats itself for the best. It's always the worst that keeps on happening. All the crimes, all the bad. I've been talking about how the local people has been going through the most hell, right? And this is an example. It falls flat on us the most. So I gotta talk about it. The economy is failing, and I don't see it going up anytime soon. Trump lied. Trump said when he comes into office, the economy is gonna boom, and that's why I didn't vote. And I'm just so glad I'm not in that. You know, I'm neutral for things like that, because you lying to people. How you gonna say the economy is gonna boom, but we're still going through our hell? Inflation is still up the ass. Inflation is here because of Biden. It's here because of COVID. COVID, people stayed at home, so they were doing the stimulus checks. The stimulus checks were never good. They were good for the moment, but then on the long run, they were horrible. Stimulus checks are why we are here right now. And then the war in Ukraine, when Biden was sending billions over there to Ukraine. See, we had two messed up things. We had a dummy in office, and then we also had stupidity like that with the damn stimulus checks. Maybe if y'all didn't pass out COVID, we wouldn't even be in the hell that we're in right now. This is exactly why I don't like this decade. This is why I don't like the life that we're in right now. It only seems to get worse. First, you hand us a virus, then we gotta stay home. Then you treat us like we're good. And then after, when we gotta get back into the world, it's all messed up. Down the line, we should have known that this was gonna be bad. We should have seen it before it happened, man. I can't believe it. That's why I think there's gonna be another recession. You can't tell me that it won't be. The recession is when everything falls. The economy is dropping, so things are shutting down. It's already happening in front of our eyes. Macy's, certain stores out here in Connecticut is shutting down. Starbucks is going down. Macy's is going down. Big stores that you heard of. And the thing is that I heard Party City's also going down too. Just an example, there's this post on Instagram talking about all the stores that's shutting down. Just like how Toys R Us shut down in 2018, these stores are shutting down. These stores are industries. These stores are huge, but they're going down because the economy is booming, is boomed. And it's not booming for the best, it's booming for the worst. I seen a post on Instagram naming like 10 popular stores that we all grew up with. Stores from the 2000s and 90s, 80s that's shutting down. And it's supposed to be shutting down, you know, this start of the year. So it was like January, February, and March. It's messed up, you know? That's why there's gonna be another recession. Unfortunately, it has to be like that. It's just as bad as the Great Depression. When the Great Depression had hit in the 1930s, the economy fell flat. Banks even shut down. Everything shut down. It was hard for people to get money. The poor was even worse. I don't like the government. Along the lines of the recession, and this is like out of our hands, but I don't like the government because then guess what? We are having a recession. The economy is falling flat for us. We ain't getting jobs. We're not getting paid as well, right? But then bills are still up the ass. So we're getting billed, but no money coming in to compete against the bills. It's bad out here, right? What do we do in a situation like that? It's going to turn to a point where everyone's going to be online doing YouTube for real, because everyone wants to get money. Everyone wants to get money, and we want to be free. It's honestly insane. It's real bad out here, you know? And you know, people are trying to make a living out of here, but we're getting taxed as hell. That's why people be committing crimes. Look at American Gangster for a second, right? He was attacking poor people, basically. right? Frank Lucas attacking poor people to make a living so he become the billionaire. He built an industry out of hell. Look at New Jack City.
It's basic common sense and arithmetic. The difference between them paying me $800 a week and you paying me $8,000 a week.
All these people have been effed by the system. They all have a motive to fix their life when you watch the movies. These are just movies. Movies are just exaggerated examples of the truth. And matter of fact, they're not even exaggerated because real shit like that do be going down. People feel like there is no choice. There's nothing to fall back on, right? So then we have a government that taxes us like crazy. We have police tickets that take all of our money. We have all these things that taxes us. Bro, they try to destroy poor people. Poor people are going through hell already because we're poor. Yet we have things that's trying to take all of our money. Nigga, I got money. You're not taking no more money from me when we don't have a living already. We are trying to get out of here. They're not taking from the rich people. The rich people are still rich. They're still wealthy. They're still flossing their money. Yeah, these rappers be flexing. That's why I don't like these rappers. I hate these niggas. Because they be flexing their money in front of us. When you get your money from the poor people, we stack you up to make it who you are. All these people do is just flex, flex, flex. All these celebrities do is flex, 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 flex. They're not going through what we're going through. And they don't even say thanks for being my fans. They don't even say thanks for that. Man, that's besides the point. That's just another viewpoint of what I'm saying. The stupidity, the bad things that we're going through. The darkness of this decade. It all started from 2020. We should have known this decade was trash. 2020 started off weird. And I like 2020. But when you look back at it, it's weird. Political, economical, and then the agendas. So where else are we going to go from down, right? They're not taxing rich people like us. They're not doing that. I'm telling you. Look at Elon Musk. Yes, we live in a capitalist country. I know, obviously. But look at him. He is not going through what we're going through right now. That nigga, he was still saying some crazy shit on social media the other day. He's weird. So, hey, it's messed up, you know? It really is messed up. All they do is take from the poor people. It's a domino effect. It's a bad domino effect. The domino effect is when there's no money, we can't make a living, we can't pay bills, and then they start taking away our things. They start taking away houses, and they start taking away cars, and they start billing us, and then if we don't pay it in time, our credit drops. Anything, any bad thing you can think of with that, right? But there's no money to get it from. I wish the government would stop giving us bills, but then how is the government gonna get money? And I think that also ties into Trump. Trump said that he was calling off terrorists. That's why China was mad at, Trump with the tariff situation. Because Trump was saying how our government should be paying our people for being a part of the government, for being Americans, and stop giving countries all the money. But guess what? The whole thing's a system. Remember, the United States is in trillion-dollar debts. They put trillions towards war. They put trillions towards food to keep us eating, all of us. They're paying us to live, right? They're giving us everything so we can live, right? But Trump was saying that he wanted, the tariff situation, right? And that is getting countries mad. China's mad. The situation with Canada, right? But Trump was saying how he wanted to stop giving these countries money and use our money that we have, the government's money, to help build our people. But look, the economy is down. Inflation is up the ass, and we're not getting anywhere in life right now. So that's why I don't care about the politics system. I don't care about none of that, Not to get political, but these are just things that you just do your research on these things, That ties us into my next point. We're in the last days. We are in a point of time right now where everything seems to get worse. That's why I said in my other videos, I told you. I said it could get worse, but then look, it is really getting worse. There's different ways it could get worse. It could get worse with crimes. It could get worse with the mood, the agendas, anything. But now we are in a point where economically getting worse, just like how it was 100 years ago. History always repeats itself, but never for the best. It always repeats itself for the worst. And that's the messed up part. Damn, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. It's messed up, man. taxing people insane dollars. Poor people are trying to make a living, and we got bills up the ass, taxes up the ass. I know a friend who owns a business, and not to put business out there, that's why I was hesitating to mention her throughout the video, but I hear behind the scenes of what's going on with owning a business, where she owns a business, a restaurant, and the whole situation is insane, you know? Not to put more business out of there, I'm gonna keep that personal, right? But when you hear people who are making money and who have made thousands of dollars, who've made close to millions, who are trying to get a living out of there, and we're going through the most hell, it is so dark because poor people are trying to get unpoor. They're trying to break the system. They're trying to break the narrative that we have, that we're to the bottom. And this is how we get treated. Then the government is actually falling apart because of the debt and the inflation. Then we have a president who's trying to say, we're trying to fix the tariff situation. We're trying to fix our people getting money, and we're trying to fix everything. We're trying to drop inflation. But how are you going to drop inflation when the previous president before messed it up? We're in the last days, I'm telling you, it's getting worse from now on, you know? It did say that in the Bible, you know? The Bible did say that, you know, the money will go flat, the money will drop, economy will drop, people will be suffering all over the world, not only just with wars and you know, food and starvation, right? But we can't make a living. So how far is it gonna go? So that's why we start studying the truth, you know? It's messed up, realistically, it really is messed up. We're trying to break the agenda and we get stuck in a place. That's why people do bad things. A lot of people feel like it's necessary to do the bad things because they have nothing else to do. They try to be good, they get messed up. So people try to do bad things, to try to make a living. All we're trying to do is make a living, but the government is stopping us. I'm interested to see how far this is gonna go. I don't know if it's gonna be this year. I don't know if, you know, the recession will be this year or if there's gonna be a Great Depression Part 2. It just is, it's heading down that direction. It's literally at the edge of it. We're like, so you know when someone's like hanging off a ledge, basically half your body's off the ledge. We're like literally going to go down that direction, you know? I don't think it could turn around and get up from here. I mean, Trump is in office for another 4 years. He did say that the economy was gonna boom. I don't know how he's gonna do that. I don't know how he's gonna pull a magic one on that one. But from right now, it's not going that direction. It's messed up. It's really messed up to see how times is, you know. Wow, history really repeats itself, you know. When I was a kid and we were studying about the Great Depression, I didn't think that it would happen this soon. You know, I didn't think that would happen again, to be honest. And now it's like, oh shoot, hearing the sayings as you grow up, yeah, history repeats itself. It's like, okay. It's insane, you know? Connecticut out.